Hello, I'm Christopher Hitchens. I destroy faces with my vast arsenal of devastating rhetoric for a living. How do you do?
Not so good. I'm pissed off about racist American capitalist imperialism and patriarchy. We need to put an end to injustices everywhere.
Interesting. And so you have certainly heard of the injustices being perpetrated against women in the name of Islam throughout the Muslim world. Doesn't that piss you off just about more than anything?
Oh nice. Another privileged white male talking down on other people's cultures. How dare you insult other people's religious beliefs? You sound like George W.'s little prostitute.
Well, you quite the intellect now, aren't you? So I assume you support the cultural tradition of cutting off the clitoris in order that women have less chance of experiencing any sort of orgasm in their lives. Throwing stones at a woman's head until she dies simply for having sex before marriage. Throwing acid into the faces of girls who are caught trying to learn how to read.
No, I don't support that. But you are generalizing, because most Muslims do not do that sort of thing. There are extremists of all shapes and sizes in this world.
Have you ever been to any of the places where these things are happening, or ever read about, in detail, any of the statistics regarding this matter?
No.
I have.
Oh. So you think you are smarter than me?
Probably so. But let's not assume that and just avoid any sort of ad hominem arguments. Those are pathetic and a waste of time. Now then, let us grant that most of the 1.5 billion Muslims in the world are progressive in that they no longer take the Quran literally. That's good. They ought to be credited for essentially moving away from their religious traditions and into the modern world of secular law and universal human rights. But let's consider the small percentage of those who remain fundamentalists. That would still be millions. They would have you put to death simply for the coloring of your hair. Now consider the much larger percentage who are moderates. Many more millions upon millions. They might not be stoning anyone, but do you think they're women given anything approaching equal rights?
That is not what their religion is about. You are just another neoconservative crusader after Arabic oil. Islam is about peace and tolerance.
Have you ever read the Quran? It is full of mindless violence and misogyny, both of which I take it you stand in firm opposition against. Are you willing, in the name of feminism, to denounce women's inequalities based upon religious law and the correlating atrocities which are occurring far too often throughout the Muslim world as we speak?
No. American women are put on display as sex objects by a sick society based entirely upon consumerism, and it is disgusting. We need to focus on that.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. You see how far the termites have spread. You see how long and well they have dined. Your objectified American woman has won her right to decide when and how she will marry, or not, have children, or not, work a job, or not, dress conservatively or pose for nude photos, as she chooses, all in the name of empowerment. And you want to focus on her, rather than the poor girl who was shamed into suicide because she was raped, based upon a standing rule of law in Pakistan? Shame on you.
I'm going home now. You aren't worth talking to. You're just a mean old racist windbag, and you smell like fucking whiskey. Fuck you, I hope you burn in hell.